Well, we have secured ourselves another season in the Premier League, but let's see if we can finish inside the top 10. Hello, welcome to part 20 of the Hollywood Dream, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our final Premier League fixtures of the season against Fulham and Manchester United. So, form since the last episode has been absolutely beautiful. 3 wins, 3 defeats. It's been not too bad. We did beat Chelsea 3-1, which I was pleasantly surprised about. Myron Bodu, Diego Moreira getting two the goals in that game. But then we had 2 back-to-back defeats in a row against Brighton and Ipswich, which weren't great, but then we did bounce back with a 5-1 win over Burnley, a 2-0 win over Palace, and most recently a 2-1 defeat to Liverpool, which by, I think, probably the Burnley game, I think that might have been the game we avoided relegation. It might have actually even been the Chelsea game, but it was certainly one of those games we avoided relegation in. Don't think we've received our budgets yet. No budgets have been awarded just yet, but we have sort of started with next season's transfer business. We've got a couple of youngsters. They do, at current time of when I offered them a contract, they do have Premier League potential, possibly. But we are getting in Diego Moreira on a permanent next summer. Rainier is also coming. I don't think I've ever mentioned to him, but he's been confirmed to sign for us for a good part since the January transfer window. That's when we finalised the move. But he's coming in from Real Madrid. Looks like he could be a very good attacking mid there. We've got potentially a centre-back coming in that's fairly decent. Hopefully he does. I don't think there's any other clubs coming in for him, but this is the league table so far. 2 games left to play. Currently 13th, which, I mean, for a first Premier League season, I don't think we've ever actually... I don't think I've ever looked at our league positions throughout the whole season. I don't think we've ever been in the relegation zone, which has been absolutely brilliant for a first season in the Premier League. I was expecting a relegation fight, but no, it's been fairly straightforward. So the lineup will be Sherpan in goal, a back four of Ngakia, Rubio, Martins, India, Raven, Taylor and Ramsey in the midfield. Then we've got Longman on the right, Oristadio in the middle, Moreira on the left, and Myron Bodu up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get a nice, easy win against Fulham. I'm not sure where they are in the Premier League compared to us. I presume they are in a similar sort of place. So they are currently 9th. So, yeah, it's fairly straightforward. Both teams, not much to play for. I don't know if Fulham can potentially sneak into Europe. But obviously, they might try a little bit harder this game than us, because we're not really playing for much. Albeit we could technically still finish 8th if our results go our way. Imagine if we finish 8th and qualify for Europe. That'd be absolutely amazing, but I don't think that is ever going to happen. I think next year we probably try and push for a European spot, or at the very least a top 10 finish if that doesn't happen this year. Fulham have gone down to 10 men. Jaden Bogle getting his second yellow card within 27 minutes of each other. Ngakia, Estadio does put the ball into the back of the net. For some reason, it's gone down as an own goal. I'm not going to agree with that. I don't think it was an own goal. I'm fairly sure his shot was on target. I mean, it might have been going just fine. I'll let them off for that one. I think that might have been definitely going well wide of a goal. I can see why it's been given as an own goal, because it wasn't really very clear whether it was on target or not. But I think we'll go over it. It doesn't matter. We're 1-0 up anyway against Fulham with 5 minutes left to play of the first half. Fulham nearly scored from the header, but I don't think there was any doubt of it going into the back of the net. Taylor plays the ball to Longman. Ngakia. Longman has the chance to shoot. He doesn't. Moreira taps it in to make it Yeah, well, that red card for Fulham has really opened up the game for us, and we are now 2-0 up. Couple minutes left to play of this first half. I tell you what, we could potentially finish inside the top 10. I didn't think that was going to be possible, but well, we could, and we could still. We're only 3 points behind Nottingham Forest, but obviously that does require us beating Man United in the next game, which is easier said than done. But we could technically finish eighth. I mean, that'd be absolutely crazy if we do finish eighth in our first season in the Premier League. Wrexham's first ever season in the Premier League as well. Right, Kamara is going to come on for Ngakia. I think other change will be Ramsey off for Alcaron. I think that'd be it for now. We've got half an hour left to play. Still the 2 goals so far for us. I hope we get at least one more goal in this game. Carmona plays the ball to Longman. Bodu does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-0. I said we were going to get one more goal, and we have. We've still got 28 minutes left to play. I'm anticipating there to be a fourth goal, I reckon. Moreira has got the ball. Is he going to shoot? Alcaron, Longman with the strike does get blocked, but we don't get on the rebound as of yet. Come on, let's try and get in the tackle, please. Jackson has got the ball. Let's hope he can. I don't think he's going to do much with the ball. Socek has got the ball. He does somehow find the back of the net to make it 3-1 with 25 minutes left to play of the game. I don't think Fulham are going to get a comeback. I think that might just be just a little consolation goal just to make us feel a little bit scared, which it hasn't. It really hasn't. Raven is going to make way for Mattis. Moreira is going to make way for Saito. And you know what, we'll get on Bukvich for Longman. I think that is the final changes of this game. Saito whips in the corner. Was it a bad delivery? Oh, Stadio. Saito, I presume he stayed on. I think we've got a penalty. No, we don't. Jack Taylor gets brought down. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a disgraceful decision. It really is. I hope the fourth official didn't hear me say that. Otherwise, I'd be sent to the stands. Oh, no. Marmoush just got a second goal back for Fulham. And with 10 minutes left to play, they're now only 1 goal behind. Yet with 10 men. Absolutely. It shouldn't be happening, but it might potentially happen. We might bottle this. Makuta, that's got to be offside. He looked way off. If that's a goal, I'm not going to be best pleased. Yes, goal has been disallowed, and with 5 minutes left to play, we are still just about in the lead against Fulham in our. I think, is this our final away day of the season? I presume it is. The league wouldn't be that harsh to put us to 2 away games in the final 2 games of the season, but we've done it. We have just about held on to a 3-2 win against Fulham in the Premier League. Where did that move us up to? 9? No, that's not us. We moved up into 11th. I mean, Brighton, Fulham, Nottingham Forest all to lose their next game, and we could potentially finish 8th. I mean, I've said that enough times, but that is still possible. It is still possible, but hopefully we can make it a big old win in the last game of the season against Man United. The lineup for our final Premier League match of the season against Man United will be Sherpan in goal, a back four of Carmona, Rubio, Martin Cindy, and Mattis. In the midfield, we've got Alcaron and Taylor in the midfield. And we've got Bukvich on the right, Stadio in the middle, Moreira on the left. Then, I mean, the final game of the season, we're already safe. So we'll give a final start to Paul Mullen, because I do suspect he will be on his way out in tomorrow's transfer special, along with many other players. I do plan on selling, I'd say, at least half the squad. I'd say half the squad are pretty much on the chopping block. Sherpan has said he's going to leave at the end of his contract, which does end next season. So we either sell him or we get another goalkeeper and he can be a backup for next year. And obviously, Mandas wants to go anyway. And I think I'm not sure out of the defenders who's going to be going or staying. I think Max Cleworth definitely goes, along with possibly Lewis Brunt as well. Maybe Lewis Brunt stays because he has played quite a lot of games this season. Jesus Christ, we nearly went 1-0 up. We nearly went 1-0 up against Man United. Imagine if we could win this and finish 8th. Again, that would be absolutely ridiculous, but it'd be great. It really would be. But at the moment, I don't think that's going to happen. But if we can still finish in the top 10, that is also very, very good. But obviously, the points teams above us I think they are slightly dropping points. So you never know. An 8th place finish might still be possible. That's only if we can get a win here. Obviously, if we hang on to the draw, we're not going to move up any places, or if we lose, we're not going to move up any places. I don't think we're going to move down any places either. So, well, we might move down to 13th, which is where we were before we started today's game. So we have moved up one place, and that is to 12th. Which, I mean, first half 0-0 against Man United. It's not too bad. I'll take that all day long when they're pretty much fighting for a Champions League spot, where I don't know if they can still get in if Chelsea lose. They might be able to. Dano has got the ball, plays the ball to Fernandez, Mount plays the ball to Xerxes, and Alcaraz has got himself sent off. He is a ball-winning midfielder, so I wasn't really expecting anything less from him. Stadio is going to make way for Andy Irving, and I think we might just get off Paul Mullin. No. We'll leave it just for that one change for the time being. We're not going to make too many changes because I don't think, realistically, now being down to 10 men, I don't think we've got any chance of winning this. We can still draw. I just don't think we're going to win this game. So hopefully try and hold on to the 0-0 draw and hopefully just try not get annihilated in the last 20 minutes. I think that's the plan, and it's a very good plan. Mattis has got the ball, plays the ball to Indy. Mattis, Irving. This is some decent passing. I must admit, Irving loses the ball. I think Irving's great. Irving's good. He's not great, but he's definitely stepped up to the Premier League, but it's just whether or not he can do it on a consistent basis, because he has done some horrible stuff this season. Garnacho has put Man United 1-0 up to 20 minutes left to play. The fact Man United took 70 minutes to get a one goal past us is absolutely ridiculous. We've had the more shots than them. Still, we haven't scored a goal, but we are Wrexham and not like some other brilliant Welsh team, which there's not many of. But I think we can still potentially grab an equaliser. We should probably make some changes now. Mullin is going to make way for Myron Bodu. Bookfitch is going to make way for Ryan Longman. And I think Mattis makes way for Seb Raven. I think Seb Raven might be another face who might potentially end up leaving the club, considering his ability isn't great. He's not going to improve that much. I don't think he's really Premier League standard. And Paul Mullin has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 against Man United with 10 minutes left to play. Do we just keep him on now? No, we are going to get him off. Let's get on Myron Bodu for the final 10 minutes of the game. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get a late winning goal, which will just take us up into 11th, because we don't have good enough goal difference to move up into 9th. But I'll take that. Last game of the season, a 1-0 draw against Man United. It's always positive to get a good result against the top 6, whether we were down to 10 men or not. Now, in fact, we were down to 10 men, makes it even better. Paul Mullin with the equaliser. It's just, it's it's a thing of beauty. You love to see Paul Mullin scoring a goal against one of the big clubs. I want to see the budgets before we do end today's episode. I want to see the budgets, please. I haven't seen them yet. They haven't popped up as of yet. There we go. Board set initial budgets. Yes, Max Clearworth, you can get gone. That's some offers in for him. Oh my good god. So wage budget. I'm not sure if that stayed the same or increased a bit, but transfer budget is at 40 million minimum. Obviously, that will go up when players come and mainly go. So yeah, yeah, wage budgets primarily stayed the same, but we've got probably a lot of players leaving us on very reasonably high wages. So I think that's all very, very positive stuff. So I will see you all in tomorrow's episode or the next episode for our transfer special, where hopefully we try and build a squad good enough of qualifying for Europe. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.